First up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the USA $1 2011 S-proof coin, honoring Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States. If you have one in very fine condition with gray spots, stay tuned as we explore its history, design, special features, and most importantly, its collector's market value today. Let's get started. Before we discuss the coin, let's first talk about the man it represents. Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States. Johnson served from 1865 to 1869, taking office after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. His presidency was marked by the early years of Reconstruction, a turbulent period in American history. Johnson faced immense challenges, including reunifying the nation and dealing with political battles that led to his impeachment, the first in U.S. history. However, he was acquitted and served out his term. While his legacy remains controversial, Johnson's impact on American history is undeniable, making this coin a valuable addition for collectors and history buffs alike. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this exquisite presidential $1 coin. The obverse side of the coin features a detailed portrait of Andrew Johnson, designed by Don Everhart. Above his image, we see the inscription, Andrew Johnson, with In God We Trust and 17th President 1-865-1869 written below. The intricate detailing of his facial features and hair truly brings this historical figure to life. Now, flipping to the reverse side, we see the iconic Statue of Liberty design, which is a signature feature of the presidential dollar series. The inscriptions include United States of America and the denomination $1. This standard reverse was designed to unify the series while keeping the focus on each individual president. Some proof coins, especially those stored improperly or exposed to moisture, can develop grayish spots over time. These oxidation spots can slightly affect the overall grade of the coin, but they don't necessarily diminish its collectability. Proof coins like this were specially struck with polished dies and a mirror-like finish, making them highly sought after, even with minor imperfections. So, how much is this coin worth today? The value of the 2011 S-proof Andrew Johnson dollar depends on its condition. In very fine condition with minor gray spots, it typically sells for $33,000. However, if you have one in pristine proof condition without blemishes, its value can range $35,000 depending on demand. Some high-grade, professionally slabbed versions have been known to sell for even higher amounts at auction. For those looking to invest in presidential dollar coins, this is a great piece to have in your collection. And if you happen to own a flawless version, you could be holding a much more valuable asset. That wraps up our deep dive into the USA $1 2011 S-proof coin honoring Andrew Johnson. It's a significant piece of numismatic history, and even with gray spots, it remains highly collectible. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of modern U.S. coinage, the 2009 S-proof Native American dollar, featuring the planting crops design. If you have one with brown spots and in very fine condition, you'll want to stay tuned as we discuss its history, design, unique features, and most importantly, its collector's market value today. Let's get started. Before we discuss the coin itself, let's take a moment to understand its historical background. The U.S. Mint introduced the Native American $1 coin program in 2009 as a continuation of the Sacagawea dollar series, aiming to highlight significant contributions of Native American tribes to the history of the United States. Each year, the reverse design of this series changes to showcase different aspects of Native American culture and achievements. The 2009 issue specifically honors Native American agricultural innovation, an essential contribution to early American society. Now let's take a closer look at the coin's design and features. The reverse side of the coin, designed by Norman E. Nemeth, beautifully depicts a Native American woman planting seeds in a field of corn, beans, and squash, the three sisters' crops that played a vital role in Native agriculture. Above the image, the inscriptions read, United States of America and $1. The design highlights the importance of sustainable farming techniques used by indigenous communities for centuries. On the obverse side, we see the familiar portrait of Sacagawea, designed by Glenna Goodacre. This iconic image has remained unchanged since 2000. The inscriptions include Liberty and In God We Trust, along with the year and mint mark. Since this is an S-proof coin, it was struck at the San Francisco Mint, known for producing high-quality collector's edition. Some proof coins, especially those stored in less than ideal conditions, develop brown spots over time. These spots result from oxidation, improper handling, or exposure to environmental elements. While this does impact the coin's eye appeal, it doesn't necessarily reduce its historical or numismatic significance. Now, let's talk about value. The 2009 S-proof Native American dollar, in very fine condition even with brown spots, typically sells for $36,000. However, if you have one in pristine proof condition, it can be worth $37,000, with some graded examples fetching even higher prices. For collectors interested in high-grade proofs, a certified PF69 or PF70 example can sell for upwards of $40,000, making this coin a worthwhile addition to any collection. That wraps up our deep dive into the USA $1 2009 S-proof Planting Crops coin. It's a historically rich and beautifully designed piece that collectors continue to seek out. Next up, we are diving into a fascinating and highly sought-after U.S. coin, the 2010 D. Abraham Lincoln Presidential Dollar. If you have one in very fine condition with gray spots, you'll want to stick around because we'll explore its history, design, special features, and most importantly, its collector's market value today. Let's get started. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, served from 1861 to 1865. His presidency was marked by the American Civil War, the Emancipation Proclamation, and his tragic assassination in 1865. Lincoln's leadership during one of the nation's darkest periods solidified his place as one of the greatest U.S. presidents. To honor him, the United States Mint released the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Dollar in 2010 as part of the Presidential $1 coin program, which began in 2007. This series commemorates U.S. presidents in the order they served, making Lincoln's coin one of the most anticipated releases of the entire program. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin's design. The obverse, or front side, features a striking portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Don Everhart. The inscription includes Abraham Lincoln. The years of his presidency, 1-8611-865, and the year of issue, 2010. The D Mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint, is also present. Now, let's flip to the reverse. This side of the coin features the iconic image of the Statue of Liberty, which is a standard design across all presidential dollars. The words United States of America and the denomination $1 are also inscribed. Designed to symbolize the country's core values of freedom and democracy, this design was also created by Don Everhart. One unique feature of the Presidential Dollar series is its edge lettering. The edge of this coin features the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, In God We Trust, and the year 2010, along with the mint mark. However, some coins have known errors where these inscriptions are missing, making them highly valuable to collectors. Over time, some coins develop gray spots, which are oxidation marks that appear due to improper storage or exposure to environmental elements. While these do affect the overall grade of the coin, a piece in very fine condition can still hold considerable value, especially for collectors who appreciate historical significance. So, what is this coin worth today? The value of a 2010 D. Abraham Lincoln Presidential Dollar depends on its condition. In very fine condition with some gray spots, it typically sells for $34,000. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or mint state condition, the price can range anywhere $35,000. High-grade certified pieces, especially those with unique errors, have been known to fetch even higher prices at auctions. For serious collectors, obtaining a high-grade, well-preserved piece is key. If you have a coin with full details and minimal blemishes, it might be worth getting it professionally graded to maximize its value. That wraps up our deep dive into the USA $1 2010 D. Abraham Lincoln coin. Whether you have one in very fine condition with gray spots or a pristine uncirculated version, this piece remains a treasured part of U.S. numismatic history. Do you have this coin in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Next up, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the USA $1 Sacagawea 2000 D coin in very fine condition. If you own one or are curious about its value, stay tuned as we explore its history, design, special features, and the collector's market value today. Let's get started. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced in 2000 by the U.S. Mint as a replacement for the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Designed to be more visually appealing and easily distinguishable from a quarter, this coin features Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a crucial role in the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804-1806. She served as a guide and interpreter, helping the expedition navigate uncharted territories. The 2000 D version of this coin was minted at the Denver Mint and was among the first Sacagawea dollars ever produced. While the coin was intended to be widely circulated, it struggled to gain everyday use but became a favorite among collectors. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this beautiful dollar coin. The obverse side of the coin was designed by Glenna Goodacre. It features a striking portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, on her back. The image captures a sense of strength and determination. Above Sacagawea's head, the word liberty is inscribed, with "In God We Trust" to the left. The year 2000 and the D mint mark appear at the bottom. Flipping to the reverse side, we see an intricate and symbolic design by Thomas D. Rogers. It showcases a soaring American bald eagle encircled by 17 stars, representing the states at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The inscriptions include United States of America and $1. This bold and patriotic design adds to the coin's significance. In very fine condition, the Sacagawea 2000 D dollar may show slight wear on the high points of the design, such as Sacagawea's cheek and the eagle's wings. However, the details remain clear, and the coin still retains much of its original luster. Collectors look for well-preserved examples with minimal contact marks and good eye appeal. Now, let's talk about the market value of this coin today. The 2000 D Sacagawea dollar in very fine condition is typically worth $52,000. However, if you have one in uncirculated condition, it can fetch anywhere $55,000. Special varieties such as the Cheerios dollars or high-grade certified versions have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For collectors, this coin remains a significant piece due to its historical theme and unique golden-colored composition. While it is not composed of gold, its manganese grass alloy gives it a distinct look that sets it apart from other U.S. coins. That wraps up our deep dive into the USA $1 Sacagawea 2000 D coin. Whether you have one in your collection or are looking to add one, it's a valuable and historical piece worth considering. Next up, we're exploring a fascinating and culturally significant coin, the USA $1 2010 Hiawatha Belt S-proof coin. If you have one in very fine condition with a brown layer, you might be holding a piece of history with great collector value. Stay tuned as we break down its history, design, features, and current market value. Let's dive in. To fully appreciate this coin, we need to understand its deep historical roots. The Hiawatha Belt symbolizes the unity of the 5 nations, the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca, that formed the Iroquois Confederacy, one of the oldest participatory democracies in the world. This belt is a visual representation of peace and alliance, a message carried through generations. In 2010, the United States Mint honored this history with a special edition of the Native American $1 coin series. This series celebrates Native American contributions to U.S. history, and the Hiawatha Belt design was chosen to highlight the Iroquois Confederacy's influence on democracy. Now, let's take a closer look at the coin's incredible design and features. The reverse side of this 2010 $1 coin, designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., prominently features the Hiawatha Belt. The belt's 4 squares and central tree symbol represent the original 5 nations of the Iroquois Confederacy. The inscriptions read, "United States of America" and $1. The design is a powerful tribute to the principles of peace and unity. On the obverse side, we see the familiar image of Sacagawea, designed by Glenna Goodacre. This portrait of the famous Shoshone guide has been featured on all Native American $1 coins since the series began in 2000. Around it, we see the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," with the year 2010 and the mint mark appearing on the edge of the coin. Now, some collectors may notice a brown layer on their proof coins. This discoloration can be the result of oxidation, improper storage, or environmental exposure over time. While it can lower the coin's aesthetic appeal, a proof strike in very fine condition still holds significant numismatic value. So how much is this coin worth today? The value of the 2010 Hiawatha Belt proof $1 coin varies based on condition. In very fine condition with a brown layer, it generally sells $30,000. However, in uncirculated or deep cameo-proof condition, prices can range $32,000 or even higher for perfect-grade examples. Collectors and investors look for pristine specimens, and those graded PR69 or PR70 by professional grading services can command top dollar. If you have one in exceptional condition, you might have a true collector's gem. That concludes our deep dive into the USA $1 2010 Hiawatha Belt proof coin. It's a striking tribute to Native American heritage and an essential piece for any serious collector. Do you have this coin in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more coin content. Thanks for watching and happy collecting!